Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video here to give you guys a heads up on a free Steam game, and a pretty decent one, relatively speaking. You know, when we're down in the trenches and we're covering a story about farting, a documentary on yours truly, this, I would say, is quite the step up as far as a free game offering. I'm not saying they're giving away Cyberpunk or they're giving away something crazy, but I think it's a decent little freebie, so we'll talk that. And we've got 3 new Steam sales to go over. Nothing blow away, but, you know, some stuff to note at the end of this video. But right now, Hellslave is available free over on Steam. Hellslave is a dark fantasy dungeon crawler where you make a pact with the devil to fight back a demon invasion, customize your character with powerful demonic abilities, explore a cursed world, and battle nightmarish enemies to save humanity if you can resist the darkness. The game typically goes for $19.99, and it's available absolutely free right now. It will be free for the next 2 weeks, but obviously if you add it to your library, it will be yours to own forever. So, you know, have a gander at that. 717 reviews, 81% positive. Very much a bit of a throwback there, but you can pick that up for free, so go ahead and check that out. They do also note that a sequel has been announced for Hellslave, so you know, you can check that out. Dungeon crawling RPG. Fight fierce enemies and overcome nightmarish bosses. Deal with dozens of enemies from reanimated zombies, ghastly ghosts, and hellish demons. Confront monstrous bosses that could be the end of you or your salvation. Unleash powerful demonic abilities. Customize your character with a unique passive skill tree and experiment with dozens of demonic powers. Master the art of synergy. Create devastating combos that crush your enemies. Explore a dark and dangerous world. Travel on the world maps filled with dozens of unique landmarks, but beware of what lurks in the dark, from villages to graveyards and crypts. Destroy your foes, retrieve old relics to help the inhabitants of this doomed world. Immerse yourself in dark fantasy art as well, and New Game Plus is noted on top of that. That is available for free, so go check that out. That is also a part of the Dear Villagers publisher sale that is running right now. One of the many publisher sales that are running on Steam, or Steam sales that are running. Forgotten City, $6.24. Think that's quite a good deal. That game is really, really well received. Overwhelmingly positive, actually. 9,400 reviews, 96% positive. A narrative-driven time loop adventure in ancient Rome. Discover the ruins of an ancient underground city. Travel 2,000 years into the past and unravel the mystery of who destroyed it by cleverly exploiting the power to wind back time. Time travel games are usually pretty difficult to really get right, at least from a narrative standpoint. But looks like Forgotten City is one that was fairly well received. I mean, really well received when you look at the Steam reception. Also an 85 on Metacritic. Gravity Circuit, $8.49 on that. Overwhelmingly positive reception on that as well. If you're into throwback Mega Man style of gameplay, that'll be right up your alley. Action-packed 2D platformer in the spirit of console classics. Follow Kai, a lone operative war hero who harnesses the mysterious power of the Gravity Circuit on an adventure in a futuristic world inhabited by sentient robots as well. $8.49 on that. Again, reminiscent of classic platformers from the 80s and 90s with action dialed to maximum. Channel your power into your fists and send foes flying or grapple them to get up close and personal in your quest. You will acquire many new powers which will allow you to go even further beyond. $8.49. For Gravity Circuit, you've got The Land Beneath Us, another well-received game. Terra Memoria is $8.99. Scourgebringer, $3.39 on that. That game is slick as hell. Nocturnal, $3.39. And Saviorless is $3.89 as well. So some titles to check out there as a part of the Dear Villagers publisher sale, helmed by Hellslave being absolutely free. Some more sales. DC franchise sale. Yes, Warner Brothers is absolutely beyond fraud. They're cooked. They're damn near unsavable at this stage of the game. But back in the, you know, late 2000s and 2010s, they put out some good games. Most notably the Batman Arkham titles. Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. All of those games are on sale. If you're one of the 3 people that don't have any of them, you want to check out the Arkham Collection, which is 85% off for $8.99 to get all 3 Arkham games and Arkham Knight Season Pass. Yes, you get the DLC for Arkham Knight as well. This deal is nasty, and I say that in a good way. It's a really good deal. One of the best trilogies of superhero games, really. You know, that's way too big of a of a category, like trilogy of superhero games. There's very few of those, but it's one of the best video game series that you're gonna come across, and apparently there's a new Batman game being in development by Rocksteady. Who knows? Rocksteady might be beyond washed at this point. They haven't put out a good game in a decade, so who knows how that's gonna turn out. But Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, all those are on sale, and Arkham Origins is also on sale. Arkham Origins, low-key banger. It's not as good as the Arkham trilogy, but I still think it's a pretty damn good game done by WB Montreal. $3.99 on that is a pretty good pickup and a good origin story there as well. And then Gotham Knights is 80% off for $11.99. Look, I'm not saying Gotham Knights is a great game. I'm not even saying it's a good game, but is it a decent little time for $11.99? I actually think $11.99 is probably a little too pricey. Like $5.99, I think we'd be cooking here with Gotham Knights. $11.99 is a little bit too pricey for my liking, but I did not hate Gotham Knights as much as a lot of other people. If you had expectations that this was going to be an Arkham level game, yeah, you're well within your right to be disappointed because it is nowhere near sniffing that level. It's not even done by Rocksteady, it's done by WB Montreal, but it's not even at the level of Arkham Origins. It's still a fun open world title, and I played the entirety of the story as Nightwing, and I had a fun time with it. Like, the combat was decent enough, the story was pretty good. You know, it's not going to blow you away, but I think it's a decent little time. Wouldn't pay $11.99, but like, once it gets down to $5.99, I actually think it'll be a decent pickup. And you got Injustice 2 at $2.99. The Legendary Edition is at $5.99. That's a great pickup. And then Suicide Squad is $7. You know, Rocksteady's washed. But nevertheless, there you go. With that, that is the DC franchise sale. And then there is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Summer sale. Now, your boy played Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. You know, I got up to... Well, when did I stop playing? ABCs, that was like the last, like, tier 1 deck that I played. I know, like, I'm totally the type of guy, if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! ABCs were so autopilot, you just go into ABC Buster Dragon Cannon or whatever. I discard one to banish. Like, it was so brain dead, user-friendly. Like, you had to be... Like, anybody could play that deck. That deck was ridiculous, but nonetheless, also played Black Wings, and, you know, I played Blue Eyes as well. But yes, there is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Summer sale right now. The Early Days collection is on sale, 20% off for $39.99. That collection is one of the biggest scams, quite possibly, in all of Steam. Now, Steam's got a lot of scams listed, but $50 was the initial price for a bunch of GBA and, like, Game Boy Color games. Look, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Cards as much as the next guy. This price point was nasty. It was repulsive. How is this still $39.99? Well, it came out like 4 months ago, so cut them some slack. Really, how they got away with selling this, if you don't know, is because this came out on the Nintendo Switch as well. The Nintendo Switch copy came with like a special variant of Harpy's Feather Duster. Yeah, like, Feather Duster was banned for a long time, but for some reason it's like unbanned now. I guess like back row ain't that crazy in the game anymore. I don't know. I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Aficionado these days, but yes, Feather Duster, at least I don't think is banned. Don't quote me on that, but yes, there was a Feather Duster that was in the Switch version of the game, so they had to have parity as far as price points are concerned, and this price is nasty. It should have been $30 right out the gate. If you spend $40 on it, you're being a sucker, so don't spend that. Although... Legacy of Duelist for $4.99 is actually a decent little title. It's not updated with all of the cards, I would imagine, at this stage of the game. There is Link Evolution for $9.99, but if you want, like, a pretty basic Yu-Gi-Oh! Game to play where you have a bunch of cards and you have a lot of the notable characters showcased, I mean, $4.99 for that ain't bad. So I would say that's the route I would go, or Link Evolution if you're all about the links and whatnot. I kind of fell off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Once the links were coming into play. But yeah, you know, I was all, like, I think my peak fandom with Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, like, during the 5Ds era. I was a big Blackwing guy. Love stuff like Armor Master, Stardust Dragon, you know, those are the cards. And obviously, growing up, like, I think I damn near had a crush on Dark Magician. Not even Dark Magician girl, like, Dark Magician the dude. I was like, this is the coolest guy ever. I want to be like him when I grow up. But, nonetheless, $9.99 for Link Evolution and $4.99 for Legacy of the Duelist. Early Days Collection, as I said, is a scam, so don't be picking that up at this point. Maybe once it's down to like $9.99, $14.99, around that range. But that's going to do it for me. Again, Hellslave available free over on Steam. Go check that out. Bunch of new Steam sales, Dear Villager sale, DC franchise sale, Yu-Gi-Oh! Summer sale. Some deals there for sure. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.